How the heck do you expect me to wait till morning when the info is about a new Mario Party? What's going on, guys and girls? It is Zach from SwitchForce, and we've got epic news tonight as leaker Midori has further clarified their previous tweet about a Nintendo Switch game codenamed Banquet. You might remember me talking about this a few days back, but there is apparently a game in development at Nintendo named Banquet. This is not to be confused with U-King-O, which we're all assuming is the Breath of the Wild 4K port for Nintendo Switch 2. This Banquet is a apparently Nintendo Switch 1 game, it sounds like, because now Midori is saying that it's in development by ND Cube. And if you know anything about ND Cube, you know that they are the kind of cube with numbers on all 6 sides because they make Mario Party. And I'm very pumped about the next Mario Party. We're due. We got a Mario Party in 2018, 2021, and now it's time for the 2024 release. And with Riddler Koo saying that there's no Pokemon game releasing this year, it opens a slot, in my opinion, for a big holiday seller, and Mario Party could be that. Mario Party is a great game to feed a hungry Switch audience, especially one that has such a huge install base, and especially one that is so diverse. Mario Party appeals to all ages, all types of players, and Mario Party, I think, has been pretty successful on the Switch. Certain individuals debate whether or not these games are actually good. Is Mario Party a lost cause? But even though Super Mario Party, I think, had some hiccups, it was a smart idea to give the characters individual dice blocks, to incorporate a bunch of different types of mini games, to make the game more fleshed out, and eventually include online play. It's a good step forward. Mario Party Superstars opted to go backwards, remastering and remaking boards and mini games from our favorite Mario Parties in our nostalgic memory, and of course including online play, which is superstar awesome. Mario Party with online play already takes it a level above, and if they can make a best of both worlds Mario Party, one that pays homage to the classic board design and minigame design, but brings in new elements and new characters as well, I think we're due for a hit. So let's go over to Midori's Twitter. Midori is the Sega Atlas leaker with a lot of correct answers. They said on May the 6th, a game is in development at Nintendo with the codename Banquet. And so we were talking about like a big party, a big banquet, Nintendo all getting together. What could this be? It could be anything, but it being Mario Party related is crazy and so obvious. Midori continues tonight saying this is a title that appears to be in development by ND Cube and a developer known as Smile Boom. Now Necrophilippe responded and said, "Why are you teasing on Mario Party so easily? Please tell us." Does that mean it's going to be revealed at the upcoming June Direct? I'd keep my eyes on Puro's Twitter feed because maybe he knows something as well. For Midori to be teasing this that openly, I feel like it's got to be something soon, and that's why I lean towards this being more of a Switch 1 title as opposed to a Switch 2 title. But ND Cube, as I mentioned, Mario Party developer. Smile Boom has also assisted and helped with Mario Party development. And to make matters even more magical, did you know that Super Mario Party's codename was Buffet? And now this one is Banquet. And a banquet sounds like a bigger buffet, and maybe this is a bigger, better version of Super Mario Party, aka Super Mario Party 2. Since Mario Party Superstars was a throwback, we can throw a 2 onto the title of Super Mario Party, and it can then be the sequel. I think that's the direction Nintendo would probably head, opting to alternate between more of a nostalgic throwback Mario Party and something that tries to push the dial forward. You might remember Super Mario Party as an infamous game that could not be played on the Switch Lite. Hopefully they fix that this time around, and hopefully they're able to bring in popular characters like Daisy and Pauline and all of our favorites. It would be epic and awesome to see this be a Nintendo party, and maybe that's where the Banquet name comes from. This is my own speculation, my own hype and hope, but what if the next Mario Party, the Super Mario Party 2, incorporates more Nintendo characters in the same way that Mario Kart has begun to tip that direction, the same way that Smash Brothers has always tipped that direction? What if we were to find Princess Zelda as a playable character? What if we were to find other Mario friends across the Nintendo catalog, like an Inkling as a playable character, like Isabelle? That would be humongous and a way to bring back characters from popular IP that aren't ready to have another new game. I think this would be a humongous hit, and if Nintendo just does a Super Mario Party 2 without bringing in a wider roster of characters, they're missing out. I know that sometimes Nintendo likes to spin off and do like an Animal Crossing spin-off, but frankly, that one wasn't very good, and they haven't done a Zelda spin-off in ages. Let's just get all the cast of Nintendo's biggest IP into Mario Party. That would truly be the superest Mario Party, and it would be an ultimate version of the game that could debut this holiday season and deliver mega sales. If we're going to give Metroid Prime 4 to the hardcore audience this fall, then Super Mario Party 2 would be a great game to give to the more widespread mainstream audience. I think that is a double-decker asking for success, as we know that both Super Mario Party and Mario Party Superstars sold very well. Now, in terms of time frame, I do think a June reveal is quite possible. Both Mario Party Superstars and Super Mario Party saw June direct reveals and fall releases. Nintendo, they love their patterns. Sometimes they don't, but often they do, and it would make a lot of sense for them to once again follow this note and bring us a new Mario Party for the holiday gaming season, for the family holiday get-together season, and to have it be a tentpole item at their June Direct. We're piecing together some puzzles of what could be at this June Direct, and right now, Metroid Prime 4 seems like the big kahuna, and a new Mario Party could absolutely be a great appetizer. What other games could be there if we now know that Banquet is Mario Party related, or we assume it's gotta be with ND Cube and Smile Boom? Maybe remakes, maybe remasters, but possibly a new Zelda as well. We've got that rumor out there about a Zelda game featuring Zelda as the main character from Papagenos, someone who did correctly predict recent Nintendo titles. Man, maybe instead of a whole bunch of redos, we're going to get new stuff and really be surprised. We could have a year that's full of new iterations of great games, sequels, fourths, awesome titles like that, and maybe instead of getting like Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, Fire Emblem Remake, and just having a year that's full of retreads, even though there is some merit there, maybe we're going to get a really cool swan song year for Nintendo Switch. It would be quite epic, and I think that, this Mario Party has a high likelihood of appearing soon and releasing this year. It also would be a great saving grace, or maybe a disastrous follow-up for those who were excited and hoping Mario Party Superstars would get DLC. I can't believe that game released 3 years ago. It doesn't feel that long ago in my head. And to think Nintendo never dropped boards, that's something that they easily could have milked for money. Nintendo seems to make strange decisions with their DLC plans. And whereas they went heavy with, say, Splatoon 3 or Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, they did barely nothing for Mario Galaxy, for Mario Party Superstars. Two games that had eager fan bases that would have paid a ton, just like the Animal Crossing New Horizons gang, who bought up Happy Home Paradise but would have readily purchased more villagers, more expansions, more packs, even just more furniture items. Nintendo seems to be leaving money on the table with these DLC omissions, yet they also are getting bigger payments by waiting for sequels to release. Is it a smarter business plan to build hype for a sequel rather than pepper in DLC along the way? Do you risk diluting the brand or over-exhausting the audience if you constantly are taxing them for DLC and little purchases here and there? It's a question, I guess, for business experts. But at the end of the day, Nintendo is not shuttering tons of studios. They don't seem to be having tons of money problems, so I guess they know better than we do. Maybe releasing games like this is a better move for them, although it's a more expensive move for us. If we could have got Mario Party Superstars DLC the last few years, incorporating some other boards from the past N64 and GameCube titles, that would have been a great way to expand a $60 game into, say, a $75 game, or even a $90 game with 2 packs. But now they're going to get $60 from you again if they do indeed release a Mario Party later this year, and I guess $120 is more than $90. Nintendo seems to feel that having regular installments at set intervals is a better plan than DLC-laden titles that could bridge the gap in between. Although, they definitely did experiment with this in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe by introducing the Course Booster Pass and allowing that to double the amount of tracks in the title. That was a very strange move by Nintendo, as normally they would release a brand new game. And I don't know what the sales figures are on that DLC, but that might help guide Nintendo for the next generation when another Mario Party or an Animal Crossing or a Mario Kart comes out. How do they approach DLC plans? It's a very interesting conversation, as Nintendo has been a bit slow to approach DLC and online content, but there's times they've done it excellently, and some of their season passes have been super cool, alongside interesting, creative releases like Side Order for Splatoon 3. But then they omit things that make perfect sense for DLC, so they're a bit here and there. I do think Mario Kart 8's Course Booster Pass, though, is going to be like a litmus test for how they handle things in the future. If it sold really well, then boom. If it did not, then opposite of boom. Then again, it was included in the online services expansion pack, so how many individual sales did it generate? Did Nintendo do that more as a peace offering than they did expecting to make money? I guess we'll wait and see. But for now, the Banquet seems to be bringing all the characters to the boards, and I could not be more excited. So let me know your take in the comments down below. Are you buying a new Mario Party this fall if it's revealed at the June Direct? And do you think it'll incorporate more Nintendo characters than just Mario and Peach and Bowser, Luigi, Waluigi, Wario, maybe Birdo? Are we going to get some oddballs in there and maybe even other franchises? Let me know in the comments down below. Until that time, everybody, thanks so much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, stay positive out there. SwitchForce out.